gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you... Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different... His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton.
Oh, thank you. I was worried that Master Dren had gotten lost when I went to get myself some stew. I guess I just forgot why I set the bottle down. I'll go and get it. That's good. A talking bottle makes me nervous, and it sure made Master Dren.
That's Kasala's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Blood and Blade? Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Until Kasala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Kasala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so... Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction. Give me that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. Especially ones from the Reach. Nothing. No name. Just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth time. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That...
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these... The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Little time.
If we do not end this
us.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach. Kilcreath? The Temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Storms again. I saw the Coven conjure a massive storm on Ice Reach. What did this storm do to the temple, and how do you know it was supernatural? Sounds like what they tried to do to the Skald King, but on a massive scale. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath and see if the Coven left anything behind we can use as proof. I'll find you there.
Hold, my friend! A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Didn't I send you to Solitude? This place isn't safe. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual and summoned one of those hero storms. I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their unnatural hero storm, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and hero fiends. We're looking for the same thing, my friend. I want to learn more about the ritual they performed here. With any luck, that investigation will turn up evidence you can bring to the Queen. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Hero fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat. Yes, thanks to you. They're investigating vampiric activity in another part of the region, and attempting to identify the vampire we saw talking to the witch matron. In the meantime, they left me to deal with my own investigation. What we saw in the barrow was a prototype of sorts. This hero storm was far more powerful. The storm struck the temple. I tracked remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. Ancient vampire remains, to be exact, and werewolf remains as well. They were smuggled through Solitude to wind up in the hands of the Ice Reach Coven. House Ravenwatch's resources are limited, and Skyrim is a big place. We operate alone or in groups as necessary. An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Can you feel the lingering energy? That's These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Hero Storm. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sense it's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little stud. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have... Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims... Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center.
I saw birds fleeing the trees the other day. That's not normal.
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms... I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the hero storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storms. My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and hierophants. Wait! I'm not part of the
That's
coven!
close enough, Leech. Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a couple on the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade? Huh?
Not even Harold. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Willing sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
Take her prisoner. No matter. I found something.
Go with your vampire friend.
This way?
I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords. A practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. Mjolen's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds: Hothengar, Hjalmarch, and Carthald. Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. It's located southeast of The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion, but I've never dealt with anything. Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrowstorm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into Harrow fiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now. Reach. Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kill Creek Temple. Hopefully that will be enough. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude. Hey, you and Fëanorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. Its connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde. Might be that Nords just prefer their natural talents.